Welcome everyone to round 14 of 15 from Day 2 Grand Prix Dallas. With right now is myself, Rd14. Going to be joined by two masters right here. Want to introduce both of yourselves?
By a master of the game, and Josh.
It's true. I'm not as skilled as Owen Turnbull.
We're going to be watching Jarvis, you on the left, and Shuuhei Nakamura on the right. Shuuhei, I believe, was on blue-black, and Jarvis looks like he was on cargo. You want to sit here so you can see easier?
Yeah, sure. And I'm going to run the deck.
I'll stay here until they start. How's your day going? Did you just draw?
Very well, yeah.
With Owen?
Just drew with Owen.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you both locked then?
Yeah.
You two, do you know who you're playing rugby? Or you
I'm playing blue-white, Chicago. Owen's playing rugby.
The only two decks I feel like are at the top tables, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm watching you guys play. It's like Kago gets Rug against Kago, and a couple mirror up Kagos. That's about it.
Yeah. There's a couple follow cut decks.
Really? I didn't know
Eldrazi green decks at the top tables.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
It must finish before. By the time I'm walking there, it's like towards the end of the round, and it's only the Kagos trying to finish up their matches.
Right.
So Shuuhei started off with an island here. Definitely on blue-black, and Secret goes for Jarvis here. I know a lot of Japanese players felt like their Kago with their Kago matchup with blue-black was pretty good. But a lot of people also are disagreeing with that.
Yeah, I don't see how that could be the case. I've played against the deck a lot. We certainly tested the matchup a lot before Paris. And the blue-black cards just don't match up very well with the blue-white deck's cards.
The only cards you really like are the Creeping Tarpet and Inquisition Ghostlix.
Yeah, Inquisition is very good, and Duresses are good too. You know, those can give blue-black an advantage in terms of like sticking a Jace, but you know, Stoneforge Mystic is just so much more powerful than anything they have that's comparable. You know, they're trying to like catch up to it with Ratchet Bombs or whatever, and those just don't match up very well with it.
What's your take on this matchup? Blue-black against Kago.
I would assume that Kago's a favorite just because they're like both blue control decks, except blue-white has a nut draw. It's like Stoneforge. I don't know.
So the rest is just going to take
Have you played this matchup at all?
Yeah, we tested it a bunch before Paris, played it a bunch since then.
Yeah, like who usually wins?
Blue-white, I think, is, favor. It's definitely like it's a blue mirror, and like there's a lot of play to it, and like the games are generally close, but
yeah,
it definitely seems to me like blue-white has a distinct advantage.
The old pump ratchet bomb in combat.
So you lost the last round, right? When you lost to Kago.
Yep.
You felt like, did you feel like you got unlucky there? You ended your streak there. You just couldn't lose to anyone.
Yeah.
The run had to end.
I don't know. Like, there's definitely a chance that like my heart wasn't in it because I was already locked from top. I was just like, well, if I lose, like, oh well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's definitely a losable matchup.
Well, this game is pretty over, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing that the blue-black deck can do that's just, like, insane. It's just, like, duress into Jace. It's like,
like that duress just won the game here, taking a Spell Pierce. Being on the play doesn't hurt either.
Yeah. It's so good when they duress you and take your mana leak and you draw another one. Just, like, completely steals the game. Because they play Jace, you leak it, and then you play Jace, and it's like...
Does he even have the untapped land to play a Jace here? Okay, he drew the planes this turn, right? Didn't have that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Some people are so lucky. It's like really
as he's already dead in this game.
Another Jace,
yeah. And now he's just gonna have to play his own Jace and get Grave Titaned. I guess he has the Wrath in hand, right?
Dude,
but still, there's no coming back from
Grave Titans.
two brainstorms behind. Yeah, Grave Titan is actually very bad in this matchup.
In like all matchups.
Well,
What is
no.
Is he gonna run into like a vampire deck, like mono red?
Has everything changed since Worlds? You know,
Enough.
back then Grave Titan just single-handedly beat everything except for Volatile.
Yeah. Then Grave Titan.
Our entire deck was cantrips and Grave Titan. That's it.
Yeah, but like, what aggro deck is there that just like loses to Grave Titan?
I mean, it's still but not against Boros.
I feel like Boros is like 2 turns faster than Grave Titan.
So what, like,
I mean,
what
the
kill
rest of your
would you
deck
pick?
is supposed to pick up the slack and keep you on Grave Titan time.
Yeah, what kill would you pick over Grave Titan if you're going to play blue-black?
Well,
No, it's the best one in blue-black.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. Yeah,
If you
you don't
play
play
blue-black,
that.
you have to play Grave Titan. But if you, like, yeah. I mean, what other black cards does he need? Like, Inquisition? It's, like, basically, like, blue-black versus Cobblade. It's, like, the difference is, like, Grave Titan and better mana. And Liliana, I guess.
Yeah, Liliana. That's a real card.
Yeah.
It's so bad to play something like that that's just very easily trumped by their equivalent casting cost spell. Like, you go Liliana, make them discard or whatever, then they just play a Gideon. Like, that's like the best thing you can hope for is them just having a Gideon, because at least that you could Doomblade or whatever. But
Yeah,
it just doesn't match up well to like the other 5 mana
It's
spells.
like anything. Yeah, you play like any 5 mana card in the format, it's going to be as good or better than Liliana.
Yeah.
It's like Precursor Golem, but it does 0 damage instead of 9. Yeah, the game might not actually be over.
Able to handle
That's
both
true.
of the Jaces.
How common is Condemn in Blue White's main deck? Is that like new for like this weekend? Like it used to like never have any, but now it feels like they have like a couple main and a couple sideboard.
I think it's gonna be pretty common because it's actually good in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like on the draw, it's actively very good.
Yeah.
Whereas like all the other removals is
I
dog
mean,
shit.
even on the play, like against Stoneforge, it's like pretty huge.
Yeah, it's fine. But like on the draw, you actually just like completely swing the game around. If you both have Stoneforges, you get to condemn them. Like,
Yeah. And that like is actually great against like Rug. Like I've had to like play around it a couple times because like it's a blowout against Golem, and like what are you gonna do? Not attack with Cobra? It's like the odds of them having it are like pretty low. So when they do have it, it's like pretty sick. Another thing that was insane is I had Precursor Golem out, and I was just like crushing this guy. But I was leaving the Precursor back so I wouldn't lose all 3 of them to Condemn. And then he played Gideon with a white up, so it was like, now I have to attack with all of them.
yeah, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Do you play around condemn like post board?
Yeah.
Really?
I wasn't
aren't
before.
most blue white players boarding out condemns?
I would think so, but it's like, at 8-0, the guy like condemned my Golem. When like, I had a choice between like playing around Condemn, which I like didn't even really consider, or playing around Day of Judgment, and I like opted to like play around with Day of Judgment and just do more damage, and he like completely blew me out with Condemn. And it's like most of the time I'm like so far ahead anyways because I have a Precursor Golem that's like not being contested, so it's like you can usually get away with it.
So this is the rest.
Might be in trouble now.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at a
This
Grave
game is
Titan coming
terrible.
down and the Wrath getting dressed. That'll probably do it.
I like how he reaches over. Doesn't want to. Take it.
Yeah.
Like that one. There you go.
So he doesn't have a land right, so he can't go like Gideon plus condemn the Titan.
No, that would be insane, but
Yeah. Yeah, this is should do it.
Gravy tea.
Barring a nice draw here.
Looks like an island or some Texas card.
I mean, an untapped land isn't the worst.
Silver Shot tokens to join the Grave Titan.
Dude, I love it that he just dropped a card out of Shuuhei's deck, and since it was a basic land, he like didn't even call it Judge. You see so many people that will like snap call a Judge over like little stuff like that, but he's just like a professional. He's just like, yeah, it was an accident. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and like fish for some penalty.
Earlier, I was watching Conrad's match, and his.
This is already like a really offensive story.
His opponent.
I was watching Conrad Cole's play match Magic.
He called the judge on his opponent almost missing Dark Tutelage.
Almost
Dude,
missing,
what
huh?
the hell is wrong with him?
Like he picked it up and was about to put it in his hand, but then revealed it.
Yeah.
So he called
Yeah.
the judge because he almost. Like what?
If I was the opponent, I would like really dramatically like flip my top card. It'd be like, whoa. Who wins in a fight, Grave Titan or Squadron Hawk?
I mean, I'll take Squadron Hawk
Normally,
normally.
GG's live to find out. Settling it once and for all.
Shuuhei has that Black Sun Zenith, Mana Leak, and the first card that's not moving. Looks like he might be wanting to attack a Creeping Target as well.
I don't believe it. Shuuhei's going so deep right now.
More
You don't
tokens for
mentally
Shuuhei?
discondemn, right? Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, he's got so many creatures. He wanted to use Ray tokens for the zombies, but the judge was like, no, they're black. You have to use the shot tokens. Like, it's misleading to use the Ray tokens. They're black zombies.
Rashad just makes sure only his tokens are out there.
It's pretty masterful.
This is very biased. Woohoo!
Shuuhei Mana Leaks. The Sword of Beast and Famine here.
Sure. Ooh, very aggressive here.
What? Just
He's attacking with Squadron Hawk.
All you can eat chicken, baby.
Yeah, that's probably better than.
Can you even search, or they're all in his hand?
I believe they're all in his hand now.
So his hand is just like Hawks and nothing else.
Against a bunch of Rashads and Creeping Carpets.
Against an army of Rashads.
There you go. 11 coming in.
Rashad hates Jarvis Yu. He wants him to die. Attacks him every turn.
And edges the colonnade there. Jarvis can just play Gideon by a little time, but it doesn't really do much.
No.
And there's a Gideon. And that's the plan. Hawk's coming in and maybe just running Gideon through the rest of the game, right?
Gideon's a pretty big game. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
Could have just kept the two Hawks back, trade with a token, had Gideon in play.
I mean, what's that going to do? Fog again for like another shot at Tejas?
Well, like I don't know. He can draw a sword, get a sword in, hit in with Gideon,
Yeah.
then play something sweet. I mean, there's no series of draws that win in the game anyway, but
Yeah. Oh, and he attacks it in. What, can they hear us?
Alright, Jarvis scoops it up. Game 1
Josh
versus
says
Shuuhei
the game's
Nakamura.
unwinnable. Jarvis can play.
While we get ready for Game 2, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We got Pastimes.net running the Grand Prix over here.
Crusader in the sideboard.
We also have Gaming Etc. Gaming Etc. reminds you to always blame Kibler. Get your Blame Kibler merchandise, monster
Reminds you
binders,
to always
t-shirts,
blame Kibler.
and other gaming supplies at gamingexcetera.com. Join the Facebook group at tinyurl.com/blamekibler and to save 10% off, type in GG's Live on the coupon code and you'll get off your entire purchase. Thanks for Gaming Etc. helping you bring GG's Live, helping us bring GG's Live to you guys this entire weekend. So you said Shuuhei had some Phyrexian Crusaders in his board?
Yeah, probably for Boros. If I had to take a wild
I
guess.
mean, I imagine that they're actually there for this matchup too.
Really?
They seem pretty good.
I guess we'll see. Dude, that's what I said before the weekend, because like Luis and all them, they all play Boros. I was like, do you guys even understand what you're doing? You guys, like, if you get a good record, you're just all going to get compared against Kibler in a row. Poison with Phyrexian Crusader.
Yeah.
And he's just going to trounce you guys. He's going to have Crusader constantly. But thank God they all did bad, so we didn't have to worry about it.
It was a lot easier. Did any of them make day 2 with Burrows?
Paulo's X3, Reitzel's X3. I feel like that's it.
Juza is still in the tournament.
X2?
I don't know what his record is.
X2 or X3?
Reitzel doesn't count though. He's going to play Burrows regardless of no matter what.
Luis had to talk him into playing Boros
Really?
for this tournament. Really.
Wow.
I don't think it was a very tough sell, mind you, but
Yeah, it's
the
like,
conversation happened.
It's like if Luis is playing it, I can't not play it.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, I think Boros is good. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. Boros good in standard step links. What? Could not have been that hard.
You didn't fall for the trap. You're like, yeah, I'm not playing with Goblin Guy. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to win.
good trick, guys. I'm gonna register my deck. And
Drafting on Sunday sounds fun, but I prefer not to play with Goblin Guy.
I mean, it's also bad when you just board it out in every matchup anyway.
He plays it so he doesn't hurt anyone's feelings.
So you played that Magic Online Championship last night?
Yeah, I
How'd
went
that go?
6-1 and it crashed.
Did it crash?
Dude,
Yeah,
you
it
run so
crashed.
bad.
Yeah, it was insane. Literally, and okay, so they made this rule that like all MOCS are like exactly 10 rounds because like so people don't miss at X1, and so the tournament had 200 people, and the previous MOCS had like 512 people. That it was like capped, so it had like half as many people, and it was the same amount of rounds. So it's like it was like the SGG Invitational or like Grand Prix. You could take like 2 losses and like make top 8. So when I was 6-1, I had to go 1-1, and I was like 100% to top 8.
So what do they do now that it
It's
crashed?
like reschedule,
That's,
but still like.
You have to go 5-2 in this tournament.
Is there
to
any
top eight.
compensation?
That's absurd.
Yeah,
is there compensation for like them making you guys play
No.
7-up? It's kind of bogus.
of course it's bogus.
Why don't they just crash every single one of these?
I mean, they tried. It's not the first time it's happened.
I mean, the prize is pretty sweet though, so you can't really complain.
Yeah,
You're like,
but,
Well,
Yeah,
you
well,
can certainly
you
complain.
We play Magic. We're prone to complaining. But in this economy and like the
We
fact
complain
that
about we complain about how bad we run in the games we win. You know, we can certainly complain about Moto crashing.
yeah, they're just gonna wait for Moto to turn a profit before they invest any more in it. Oh, wait, they're not making money hand over fist.
the turn 2's going for Mystical
For a
Jarvis.
sword. I always love it when somebody's second land is Tectonic Edge because you know they have like at least they have like 1 or 0 lands in hand. There's no way he's playing it like that just for value. Oh, so you had a Glacial Fortress and no other land. No other land that can even play untapped at least.
Killed off an island. Though.
Going on there, just preordained over for Jarvis.
Shuuhei's a master. He just times the ratchet bomb perfectly. He's like, all right,
In
go.
the middle of your period.
Upkeep, hold. All right, keep going. Preordain, before you scry, I'll rent the ratchet bomb. Yep, once again, Shuuhei plays Tectonic Edge as the third land. Doesn't have a land in his hand. Oh, there's an island.
Just what he needed.
Straight off the top. It's too easy.
And Ratchet Bomb has 2 counters on this?
That is
Or
one.
1.
Yeah.
What would you do if you're the Cogger player?
I mean, it
Probably
depends
kill
on
the
no,
Jace.
it depends on your hand, but you probably kill Jace. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gutsy.
So Inquisition discarded off the sword.
Yeah.
I feel like,
does not
yeah.
seem right.
I'm pretty sure you just attacked that
You just
Jace
threw away a
again.
Jace. Like, you didn't. You made him discard a card, but you discarded a Jace.
And 4 mana.
Well, only 2.
Yeah.
I feel like Shuuhei just mind controlled Jarvis's turn there. This is what I want you to do.
Yeah, that was probably super wrong.
And no poor play goes unpunished. Oh, wait.
Would you go for that Tectonic Edge and Celestial Colonnade?
No, you can't. He doesn't have 4.
Oh,
Well, he had
no,
the
he
option
had-
to be.
No, he didn't, because he used them both too. Oh, like Shuuhei could have before.
Yeah, like he had 4 lands in play.
Yeah. But Shuei's mana screwed, so he probably wouldn't do that. Well, maybe, because
Just peels off another black source.
yeah, Blackstreet's pretty sick.
Shuuhei has a Stoic Rebuttal I was thinking of using right here.
What is he not?
Doesn't it seem like Shuhei's deck is like terribly constructed for this matchup? Like
Yes.
Ratchet Bomb and Stoic Rebuttal. These cards are just like not good against blue white.
Imagine if we had a
Ratchet
Jace in our hand right now.
Dude, what happened to Japan? This is like, what happened?
I think they learned that. I think they learned drafting.
They didn't learn
Like,
anything.
no,
they got
no,
worse.
no. Okay, no. I think they discovered drafting. I think
Yeah,
that's what
sure.
happened.
Now
Now
they
they're
draft
like us. They just draft constantly.
Yeah, they just don't play constructed.
Yeah. Oh,
See, this is why you discard your Jace. You're going to draw
Yeah.
another one.
sure.
That should be the reason for everything. Why you do that? I'm going to draw another one anyways. Shuuhei draws 5th land and is able to play Versatile. Quickly grabs Rashad tokens.
What does Jarvis have in hand here?
March Flats, Glacial Fortress,
Stoneforge Gideon.
Yep.
The Good Father.
Brainstorming with Jace.
Don't you just bounce there, slam Gideon?
There's Glacial Fortress, Squadron Hawk.
Yeah, that seems pretty sick. Bounce a Golem. Yeah. Bounce Precursor, bounce all the Golems. That's the point.
That would be nice. Actually, not really. Then, you know, Precursor is just not a card.
So another land played there by Jarvis. Looks like he's deciding what he wants to play this Gideon or one of his
He's
two
definitely gonna
drops.
roll out Gideon. Like,
It doesn't do anything. It
is
just
there like
bugs a
any
turn.
card that even fathomable in Shuei's deck that he could come up with to kill the Gideon? I don't think that would pump like 2 power. I don't think so.
No.
So like you could taunt tap with Gideon, it sounds insane.
What are you talking about?
Like, okay,
He has 9 power in play right now.
no, Jace bounce. a
Yeah,
creature.
yeah, but he already, you know, didn't do
Oh,
that.
you brainstormed already?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Stoneforge
Yeah,
is,
now he's just gonna like
pretty
lose
useless
Jace, and the Ratchet Bomb already has like these guys covered.
right now. Like, what was he looking for with that? Like Oust or something? With the brainstorm? Dave does
Into the Royal. Come on.
Yeah.
How many times have you gotten into the Royal when you play your Precursor Golem
It
today?
hasn't happened yet. In the first round I played today, the guy Tectonic Edged my land on turn 3 and then missed like every land drop after that. And then like 7 turns later, he played it into the rail on my golem, but couldn't pay the kicker. Yeah, it was insane. He tech edged me and then like complains about getting mana screwed.
I've twice drawn Into the Royal against Rug in games where they've also drawn Precursor. Have an Into the Royal Precursor
It's
once.
like right to just like bounce something else. or
Yeah,
play
I had to
through it.
like bounce a big Jace, play a baby Jace.
Yeah.
Another game I had to like bounce a Titan and counter the Titan.
Yeah.
Shuuhei
It's so weird
plays
that the decks
Duress here.
break out where like into the rail is like actually insane. It's just like 2 mana like bounce a permanent. It's like disperse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all these games are like, yeah, like I play Gideon and there's nothing in the format that can take it off the board. It's like, alright, I'll bounce it, I'll play my own Gideon or something. I don't know.
So Shuuhei duressed away Gideon, Ratchet bombed away Stoneforge Mystic, and sent 1 Golem to Jace and 2 to Jarvis.
I wonder if Shuuhei is sitting there thinking like, how am I winning this game right now?
Well, he doesn't know Jarvis has Gideon.
No, he did.
Maybe-
He just
no,
duressed
well,
it away.
Yeah, but he didn't know that
Oh,
he had
you
it
mean
before the
before.
brainstorm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jarvis could be like easily crushing him. Is Shuuhei's hand actually go for the throw at Mana Leak? If so, it'll probably be over pretty quick.
Yeah, the go for throw might be the card I can't tell. Unless it, yeah, I believe that was actually it. Bunch of Squadron Hawks.
Sign the match so we can go for the code.
The Vine Offering actually seems pretty good against Shuuhei's sideboard.
Yeah.
It's like Ratchet Bombs and Precursor.
And Tumble Magnet.
His Magnet too.
Yeah, dude, that's how I lost my last. Dude, yeah, I got completely.
You
blown
lost
out.
to Blue Black?
No, to Blue White. But to get Divine Offering my Tumble Magnet, it was like the biggest blowout.
It's a go for a throw. Got rid of the Hawk when it was getting equipped. Shuuhei just bashes for 9 with
Jarvis.
Stolen
He's
there.
gonna be at like 2 life. 5. Makes sense.
What Jarvis trying to do here now.
Yeah, like he's got the sword, he's got action, but he's just got like nothing good to do with it.
Yeah, if he had like some bigger spells to like, or just one,
Yeah.
to be able to like use with the sword, he'd be easily crushing. But
Like what can he do here? Like play Gideon, equip Hawk.
he has a Gideon now.
I think so.
Well, then
I don't think
he's in pretty good shape.
I don't know if he has Gideon actually.
I don't think so.
Is
I
it
could,
got-
be, I could be just stone cold wrong.
The Gideon he had was got gotten rid of by duress.
Yeah. Okay, then he's really in trouble.
Yeah.
The Seed
And Shuuhei's at 16, so he can't even like try to race with Colonnade. Oh, I mean, he's gonna
Well.
anyways.
Equips Colonnade instead of Hawk.
He's gonna chump walk.
Well, he has more Hawks, right?
Yes.
So he doesn't need that Hawk back.
Shuuhei discards a
might have to
land and
agree with
it
that
kept the negate in his
And I
hand.
guess it doesn't really matter because he's not doing anything with his mana anyway. So it's not like
He's actually fine. Yeah. Because if Shuuhei attacks with all 3, Colonnade eats 1, and then he just does the same thing next turn.
I mean, keeping Colonnade up is actually worse than just equipping to a Hawk, because you have to like chump with the Hawk anyway, and like this way you like get raped by a Tectonic Edge.
Or use Tectonic Edge.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
Shuuhei drew Tectonic Edge.
Oh! And equipping the Hawk Blazer on that for sure.
Yeah.
Jarvis is thinking like right now he's like nice red. Jeez.
I wish there was one way I could play around that.
Yep. Getting brown.
Yep.
Yeah, no creatures. Yeah, Jarvis got straight up embarrassed this match.
Yeah.
Yep.
come on!
Under the royal.
That card was kind of nice, but there's a. I
Shuuhei
believe
is
there's a
mana leak
negate.
though, right?
I think it's a negate actually. I want to say it's negate.
What's he gonna negate?
Oh, it's a mana leak.
2 of them still get bounced. He like tried to bounce other ones. He's like, right, Shuuhei, bounce the tokens. you leak this one.
Ooh.
He's
And
the one
and
that-
hit the wrath.
Wow.
Jesus.
This is a really sick backdoor. You can get an equipment.
Does Shuuhei
He doesn't have a
out.
sword in hand, right? So he only has one sword in his deck? That's real loose too.
Shuuhei's about to throw up on the table.
Yeah.
Would you have played that Precursor Golem if you were Shuuhei?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you-
Absolutely.
yeah.
Otherwise he just like plays a Hawk and swords it and then like
Yeah,
you have nothing.
Yep. Player on the Grave Titan.
No,
Alright,
you
let's
should have
see.
edged there.
Yeah.
Shuuhei draws a Stoic Rebuttal.
Shuuhei instead will
Oh
just draw
my
the worst
God.
card in his deck every time.
Yeah. Oh, okay, he did have a sword in hand.
See what Shuuhei's discarding here. Mana leak.
Dude, this game is absurd.
I feel pretty bad for Shuuhei right now.
Shuuhei just passes it back. Jarvis is going to be able to steal this game.
Nice.
Alright. Now I don't think there's anything Shuuhei could draw, right?
Oh. If you ripped it, that's game. Got
Game 3, go. Everything was looking great for Shuuhei, but Jarvis had a series of good draws. A couple good draws.
Good Draws Live.
Gave Shuuhei, I mean, it gave Jarvis a chance to win that game.
Yeah, I think he did bring in the Crusaders.
They seem kind of sweet. It, like, lets you pressure them. The same thing, the same reason like that they're so good against you, and that they have cheap threats to make you like react to them.
Yeah.
Like it does the same kind of thing. They don't have any answers to it.
Yeah,
it's a pretty fast clock. 5 turns.
It does get completely blanked by Gideon though.
Yeah, and it also gets embarrassed by Jace.
Yeah,
but
it's just hard.
I feel like you have a lot of bad cards in your deck.
Oh,
you probably don't have that many to bring in.
Like
so.
if you're forced to put it in your sideboard, you definitely board it in.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know how optimal it is like in your sideboard to start.
Sure.
It reminds me of like in Paris when they all played Tezzeret with Fat Mother in the sideboard. And Fat Mother was like so bad. Like,
I mean, it's bad. Where? Like against mono red, it's probably pretty awesome.
Well, they were boarding it in against like Congo for sure.
Yeah,
I played
that's
against
terrible.
them twice and they had it. And I saw them like I don't know. It was insane because I played against like multiple Japs in like Amsterdam, and they played like what did they play? Pyromancer's Ascension. In sideboard they had like Countryside Crusher, like all these weird creatures, and like what was the block one? San Juan. They all played like blue white with Coral Home Commanders in the sideboard.
I think that was actually right though.
I'm not saying it's
like
right
if you're not playing blue white, but the Coral Home Commanders I think were good. Like you needed to be able to attack the ramp decks.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just like like after like all those tournaments of like them like sideboarding creatures, like
is this expected now?
Exactly. No, in Paris like, I didn't even side out Day of Judgment, and they were playing Tezzeret. It was just like they just roll out like precursor golem. It's like all right, I'll just kill it. Like. I mean, granted, like it's not like we had like an insane sideboard for Tezzeret anyways, but it's just like with all the cards like that you would want to like leave in or whatever.
Yeah. It's so hard to play the transformation game against a Jace deck because you can't play like any expensive creature because like Jace will just raid it.
The creatures are just like embarrassing.
Like I know we tried playing Linvala for the Sparkblade mirror when like we were playing red.
Yeah.
And it was just terrible.
Yeah,
like,
it just doesn't work.
The first time Luis played Linvala and they went Jace bounce it, dead.
Yeah,
he's like, all right, cutting that card from the deck.
This is not gonna work. It's like part of what makes like Jace so ridiculous is like there are all these creatures.
It's like. The Mind Sculptor is ridiculous because of the -1.
Yeah.
Take that away, he's just like, Bellerin is a better card.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Like, how ridiculous is Wormcoil Engine? Like, the card is just like out of control good.
Unplayable
and
because
you
of
just
Jace.
can't play it. Yeah. Like, the Titans are like not that amazing. I mean, they're good, but they're like especially good because of Jace.
Yeah.
Because like you get something before they like blow you up by like bouncing it or killing it.
And range. No play on 2. And then Bellerin, that's gonna be tough to come back from.
Upgrade to Jace.
Yeah.
That worked out well.
Alright, thank
God. I'm very glad that Shuuhei is at least winning very easily this game. Blue Black's decks, Jace's are way worse than every other deck's. Like, doesn't seem like there's any shuffle effects. So
dude, it's so true.
It's just like draw a card, not brainstorm.
I mean, it's good, but it's like
it's obviously very
in Rug or Blue White when you untap Jace, it's just
you don't even have to untap. You get a single brainstorm, and it's not like you just drew one card. You drew 2. I mean, or
It's like
or
actually
whatever.
turning brainstorm into like a careful consideration. You just like
Yeah.
see so many cards so fast. And it's like pretty obvious, but it's just like landslides. Like you get like one brainstorm and you just find like a way to like kill a guy, or it's just pretty easy to leverage that into another turn and another brainstorm. And then let's see what this Crusader can do.
Well, it can hold off a Stoneforge Mystic. That's
No,
what
he can't with a black-green sword.
he got blue-green.
Well,
I mean,
sounds like a personal problem for him.
I don't know if that means he's holding the black-green or
He
not, but
probably has a black.
I would assume so.
Well, I would assume so normally, but we've seen Jarvis make some questionable plays.
Go for a throw, islands, reaping carpet, mana leak.
Ratchet bomb. Dude, that card is so bad.
Shuuhei should be so far ahead right now, but all of his cards are just terrible.
Yeah.
Like he's drawn, you know, a couple like what, a brainstorm and a Bellerin extra.
Dude, it's actually so true. You get Kago against like another Jace deck. You play Jace, Brainstorm, they Jace, and then you play Gideon, but his deck has like no good follow-up except for another Jace.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of with these other decks, your cards are so good, you like create a favorable board state, and you should never lose. But with him, it's just like he just gets a little bit ahead.
I mean, generally a little bit ahead is all you need, but
yeah.
still.
I mean, not for his deck. A little bit ahead for him is 2 poison. A little bit ahead in a good deck is like a Gideon and like something else.
He has a land, an untapped land he could have played first, right?
Probably. Can't see his
So he
hands
just
different
wants to
there.
get this mana leak? Doesn't...
I would try and speculate on what he was thinking, but it's pretty hard to predict what Jarvis is going to do next.
He has been very unpredictable. If that's a Sun Titan, then I could see that making
Yeah,
sense.
he does have a Sun Titan.
Yeah, yeah. Then he wants to bait the leak, then that's fine.
Dude, Shuuhei's hand is terrible. I can't get over this ratchet. This is like, it's offensive.
Yeah, why would he leak the Stoneforge if he's sitting on Ratchet Bomb anyway?
Like, why would he leak the Stoneforge when he has Phyrexian Crusader?
Well, no, because that doesn't actually stop it.
That's a good draw. It doesn't
What
stop
was it?
Sun Titan, but good position.
It's actually not a good draw at all. Let me bin that sword for you so you can put it into play for free.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get completely ranced by
And, yeah,
Sun Titan.
just dead. Hey, maybe he'll be able to ramp that Ratchet Bomb up to 6. Yeah, that did not seem to
Why
work.
did he just do that?
Is he just like hoping that he's not going to play the Sun Titan here?
Yeah, Jarvis actually doesn't have the black green sword. Like, the Crusader shuts off the
Yeah.
Sun Titan. I don't know, so he can Sun Titan Stoneforge to get it. But
It
still.
did shut off the Stoneforge when he played the Stoneforge.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do you not get
But
Black
there's
Green
no way he
Sword?
could predict that the game would play out like this.
Yeah. Yep. We're going to 6. Get Stoneforge, get the Famine, I imagine?
don't even know. He has to just get Stoneforge.
Yeah, you can't just like get your Sun Titan Doombladed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Apparently you
What
can.
is he doing? A swamp.
Poor Shuuhei.
Poor Shuuhei.
Well,
I don't feel bad
to be
for
fair,
him.
to be fair, I think Shuuhei played worse, and now he's playing this deck instead of blue-white.
Yeah. Played like very well in the games, but it just doesn't matter. Rivers at 20, yeah. I mean, we have 8 lands and 2 tar pits, but we're not even close to racing.
No. Now, if those tar pits did poison damage, oh boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in with those.
Hold on. Thinking.
Are we on both plans and get in with both? Yeah. Shuhei's just drawing dead at this point, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Like, Grave Titan's not gonna do anything about Sun Titan wearing Feast and Famine
He
now.
used to draw like go for the throat's not even that good. He used to draw like big Jace and then go for the throat.
Sun Titan's gonna be getting a Famine on it this turn.
Well, it might.
That's true.
It's like less than a flip for that. We can Retro Bomb up to 3, kill the swords, go for the throat to Sun Titan.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it.
Hey, it's a plan.
It is.
Tectonic Edge all of Shuuhei's lands. Is this what's gonna happen?
Oh wow, yeah. Except you don't actually care about any of his spells.
Gonna see you there.
Nice. Your X2, you're gonna draw?
Yeah.
Sick.
Alright, looks like I'm changing top 8 too.
So it looks like if you're a master of rug, you could top 8 these tournaments.
Very easily.
Flynn and Genie gonna top 8 this too?
Yeah.
So 3 guys who are all known for playing rug.
Rd14?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how he's doing. I know he's X2.
It's crazy. The 3 guys are all known for playing rug are all gonna top 8 playing rug.
Like 3 of us were 8-0. Yeah.
It's a pretty good block deck.
Makes your image even
Your
better.
deck. You've gained what? Like Lightning Bolt and Link since then?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it. Trading up like Burst Lightning for Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Gravy Tea.
Well, his Flame Slash was way better.
Wait,
than
what?
that than
Did
Burst.
you get back Tectonic Edge with Sun Titan? Did you not get Stoneforge back?
Wait, is this blue black infect?
No, this is just blue black.
Did he actually find a way to lose this
Sideboarding
game?
Crusaders.
Good God.
What are they for?
Did he like slide out his Black Meat Sword or something? I don't
No.
understand.
He brought him in for this matchup.
There's no way.
I don't get it. What are they for?
The Crusaders?
Yeah.
Uh,
Aren't all the ground guys unblockable?
they should be. No, first Jarvis instantly searched up the blue-green sword, and now, like, yeah, it was insane. The Crusader was in play first, so it's not even like he's like, oh, well, the blue-green's going to be better for who knows why.
Just herp dirt, right?
Yeah. And now last turn, Sun Titan came in, instead of, like, getting Stoneforge to get black-green sword to put on Sun Titan so he could, like, deal damage and potentially win the game. Instead, he just got, like, a Tectonic Edge.
Is that Retro Bomb on
So the
2 or
Crusader
3?
just blocked it again.
I think it's on 2 now.
I think Shuuhei might actually be able to come back. That's the really sick part.
Yeah, this is pretty sickening at that
The
point.
game was like stone cold over. Like
Right.
sometimes it's been in play for like 3 turns. If the first turn you get Stoneforge, then it's like it's over.
That's unbelievable.
Shuuhei,
Yeah.
triple block.
Good
here.
God. Yeah,
Why did
Shuhei's
he
actually
even
just...
do that? He wanted to draw a card that bad? Does he have a colony? Can he have a tag with colony? What is going on?
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. Whatever.
Alright, so last game, Jarvis, managed to put himself in a spot where he couldn't win. Then, peeled off 5
Are
perfects.
these guys playing for top 8?
I don't know.
I believe so.
I highly doubt it with these decks.
Well, this deck and this play.
Yeah. I would say I still like Jarvis because he's luckier, but I mean this game you can't backdoor like Ancestral Recall into Wrath. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have any like insane top decks left.
Do you think this guy kept on Daedric or not?
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's right too.
it's definitely right too.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
This is insane.
You could have swung with a sword to slit your Kane last time. Like this is yeah.
Last turn
You've
was
been here,
not
there's a lot of
the
could'ves.
embarrassing
There's
part.
been a lot of could'ves if you've been watching the
Mismanagement of resources. That's about the most polite way I can be phrased. What do you think your weaknesses are a player? Well, I have a poor time managing my resources.
I agree, you're bad.
Shuuhei's biggest strength, ratchet bomb timing.
Yeah, he does that quite well. Now he's just showing off for the camera, sending in the Crusader. It's like he's with 2 points, and he's like, yeah, all right, whatever.
It's a race.
I lost.
Oh, looks like Rd14 probably in the top 8 too. Dude, that is insane.
It is really crazy that the 3 best players in Rug are all going to get in with
Rug
Rug.
happens to be like one of the best decks.
Oh, Jarvis takes a ton here.
Wait, did you get Sesco?
So he's drawing to Wrath. Is that a Gideon? Come on.
What am I supposed to do with this crap? Gideon, come on.
How many counters does Ratchet Bomb have? Just 2?
I think it's at 3.
That's it.
Otherwise he would have just bashed with, well, otherwise he could have bashed with Colonnade last turn with a sword and just blocked with the 2/2 that he got.
Yeah, we've ruled out Colonnade as an option.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Except for when it's incorrect to do. Then it happened in game 2.
Yeah.
There we go. 11 o'clock street, hotel restaurant.
Yep.
Prices back to bed, like full month.
Pretty quick, too.
Yeah. Why don't you do that next round? Yeah, like you want to grab some food?
Next round, yeah. That sounds insane.
Right, so Gideon falls. Let's see if Jarvis can do keeping runnering. I don't know what the combo runner is.
Another Gideon.
Maybe Shuuhei will forget to attack.
Not allowed to forget, in fact.
Shuuhei's
at
probably
that
going to
point.
top 16. That's the really insane part.
Congratulations to Shuuhei
I don't know
Nakamura.
how many losses he has, but
Taking
it's just
down
like-
Jarvis in
They-
3
grinding it out
games.
so
Thank
hard
God
right now.
Shuuhei won that match,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That was a nice win by Shuuhei there.
If Jarvis went like Jace into Wrath there, I was just going to bomb it.
Yeah.
10-4?
The fun part about watching it is you really notice at points in the game where you could have been on either side and it's kind of like pulling your way.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of Japanese players think that blue-black is the favorite in the Cloudblade matchup. This is what happens.
Yeah,
right?
I understand that why they think that. Like, they definitely win more than 50% in the matchup because they're better players, you know?
Yeah.
And it is like a skill-intensive matchup.
And things like searching up the wrong sword. That was kind of really awkward. Can you think of a reason why he'd want the blue-green sword other than?
Well, if it wasn't for the Crusader, the blue-green is better because you don't want to like tap down, like you don't want to tap down main phase,
Yeah.
only to like get have something happen
but
to your sword and not be able to
Crusader
untap or
was
whatever.
before he searched the
Yeah.
sword, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But
It's
like if
also
he didn't,
good-
like he just if he wasn't thinking like, oh, the Crusader's gonna shut down my Stoneforge, then like that's how you end up getting the blue-green sword there.
Yeah. And the blue-green sword's like way better against Chase. Like if you hook up black-green sword and like it doesn't work out for whatever reason on that turn.
Yeah, I think like
blue
blue-green is generally like better in this matchup.
Yeah.
It's just
But, like,
the
against
Crusader
that
obviously
Crusader
changes
on
that.
board, it's like 9.
yes.
Well, looks like we might be seeing one of them still Shuuhei still battling for top 8. Not 100% sure yet.
Really?
I think so. I'm hoping that Bill Stark isn't picking feature matches where
That are
like
just
everyone are dead.
irrelevant.
You're like,
Yeah.
and he's dead. Enjoy this one. So you just gotta assume you're alive. So this top 8 is going to look like ton of Cobb Blade, and
It's pretty insane.
It's what,
Is there more Rug than Cobb Blade in the top 8?
So far, yes.
That's pretty sick.
If the stars
Considering that the tournament started out like 20% Cobb Blade and 5% Rug or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but I
There's
imagine
not-
there's something like that.
There's not that many rug players.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Rug players just don't play the deck well too. It's a hard deck to play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when,
it
when
is.
I first started playing it, I was making countless mistakes.
Yeah, I built it just to play for fun.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
watched
making
you.
countless mistakes.
I just watched a game where you misplayed turn 1.
Yeah, I built the deck just to try out for a fun tournament. I'm like, yeah, this is not a deck you just play when you pick it up and play. You explore and you're like, all right, this is how I can mess up. Lots of ways to mess up this turn.
I know at least 3 rug and 2 Cobb Blade are in. There's you, Austin, and then there's me, Bertensini, and MJ.
Yeah.
And
The thing with Rug is too, it's not just hard to play, it's that when you make a mistake, you get punished.
Yeah,
for it.
you get.
Whereas
you get
like with
railed.
Cobb Blade, it's a lot more forgiving for mistakes.
That's
you
true.
know, like you can mess something up and still like.
then you equip a sword and attack.
All right, I'm out.